Hi everyone, welcome to today's webinar for our self-service kiosks. The presenter today is going to be Mark Rasho, our business development specialist. Just so everyone knows, this webinar will be recorded, so if you have any questions or miss anything, we will be sending out the recording, and we will be taking all questions at the end. Those will have to be typed in as everyone is on listen-only mode. So please go ahead and type in those questions and we'll take them all at the end of the webinar. Mark, you can take it away.
All right, sounds good. Brianna, thank you for the introduction. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Star Micronics Self-Service Kiosks webinar, where we talk about the evolving market of kiosk solutions and how you can future-proof your kiosk solution with Star. Again, my name is Mark Rasho, and I will be hosting the webinar today.
Hey, Mark, I think you're muted.
Sorry about that. So we are going to start talking about the evolving kiosk market. We can all see it happening more and more, whether you're at the airport, grocery store, restaurant, retail shops. We're now seeing kiosks in everyday life. We're also going to talk about Star Kiosk Solutions, the benefits, support, features, and services we can offer. Then we will get into our house printers, our TUP Series printers, our SK1 Series printers, and available options. So let's get started. So as you can see on the slide here, there's many different kiosks. We're going to talk about some of them right now. You're going to see island kiosks, more of these you'll see at shopping malls, the transit kiosks to purchase tickets for train and bus. These kiosks are an ideal performer for high use public access. This includes travel and transportation services, ticketing kiosks, or city and state agencies such as DMV registration kiosks. Ticketing kiosks, which we will see at airports and movie theaters. These kiosks increase sales capacity and event promotion by supplying visitors and customers self-service ticketing kiosks. This is great for like a 24/7 solution for dispensing tickets for events and admissions. Lobby kiosks are a highly effective way to create a better experience for both customers and business owners alike. Lobby kiosks can be used in a variety of scenarios, including retail, tourism, and with general business places such as office complexes. Document kiosks. I've started seeing these at schools and universities. A vast number of services that students can perform, such as request transcripts, letter of attendance, student card replacement, are done by kiosks at schools and universities now. And then, of course, restaurant kiosks, self-order kiosks. These allow customers to enter an order into the computer on their own, pay, and receive a printed receipt. Technologically speaking, self-order kiosks are nothing new anymore, but are growing more and more every day. So a key factor driving the growth of the market is reduced operational expenses. Interactive kiosks are becoming integral tools in places with high foot traffic, such as retail stores, malls, airports, hospitals, movie theaters, shopping streets, and tourist locations. So these kiosks are being used for several purposes, such as patient registration in hospitals, food dispensing machines, booking movie tickets, imparting information to tourists, printing boarding passes, and etc. Kiosks are advantageous to service providers as they optimize costs by reducing the labor and infrastructure setup. So looking at the slide now, let's consider these stats. In 1996, the US interactive market was 369.7 million. According to an industry report, BCC Research predicts the market will hit 17.2 billion by next year. So this is an increase of 7.7 billion from 2016. Now, this type of growth illustrates that the self-serve kiosks are increasing demand by consumers and by business enterprises due to customers expecting faster service and a seamless customer experience. Business owners are now striving to reduce costs while improving that customer experience. So businesses now are looking into the return of investment aspect of the kiosk solution. So the ROI list includes customers being served faster and companies reaping rewards from more satisfied customers, as well as the streamlined process, and best of all, a bigger profit. So, for example, according to Frank Mayer and Associates, a recent study reveals that the average retail order total at a kiosk is 15 to 20% more than a traditional counter transaction. Now, what could be the reason for the 15 to 20% increase on an order? I believe one of the reasons is that the customer does not feel rushed to place an order. They can see all the options available in front of them, and they are being introduced to new items that the restaurant is offering. So I think that's a big reason for that increase per transaction. All right. Looking at the graph, we see that the US interactive kiosk market size by component from 2014 to 2025. Now, wide usage of interactive self-service kiosks in the field of product service delivery has enabled businesses to offer their clients customized plans at low delivery cost. So the technological advancements have allowed these solutions to take up a larger role of engaging customers as compared to their primary role of customer service. These systems have also enabled companies in various industries to cross-sell and upsell their products and services. Also, the increasing adoption of smartphones and tablets that you'll see along with preference for mobile payments has also positively impacted the growth of this market over the years. So we read, according to research by Payments CM, in 2016, 19.4 of the US smartphone owners used mobile payment options to at the point of sale terminals at least once in 6 months. Now, this percentage is expected to increase by 33% by 2020. So this in turn is expected to create a direct positive impact on the deployment of these systems across a number of industries. So there's no doubt that the kiosk market is about to grow tremendously. You can see on the graph, hardware, the software side of it, and the service side of it is going to all increase simultaneously. All right, so what about the Print SDK? We can see, we can see that it'll enable receipt generation from, excuse me, from an Apple iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch, and it supports Swift programming languages for iOS, and it features the UTF-8 Unicode support and human readable APIs. Now, supports all popular Star product categories in one SDK. So Star Kiosk Solutions for more than 20 years as a kiosk printer provider. Many models are available, and you may also start to notice a number of benefits, like kiosks can be set up to gather data to help businesses better understand their guests. The technology reduces human error traditionally caused by miscommunication or language barriers. It lowers labor costs and it increases the average ticket, like we said, by 15 to 20%. So all these benefits can ensure that frontline staff can focus on the customer experience to engage with the guests rather than stare at a screen. So now that we know the benefits, how do we optimize the technology to ensure businesses are benefiting should they implement these kiosks? Well, for starters, make sure the kiosk technology is customizable and works well with a specific point of sale system. Also, the kiosk should also be tightly integrated with the point of sale system, so orders are automatically processed and don't require a lot of time and labor to keep the menu items and pricing up to date. Secondly, expect that there will be some immediate operation changes that the business will have to adapt to. Things like preparing the staff for more rapid ordering, ensuring the team members are ready to really engage with customers, and preparing for a lot of feedback and questions from the customers are all part of the implementation process. Finally, figure out how we can integrate digital strategies like loyalty programs and surveys, for example, into the kiosk drive engagement. So utilizing the kiosks gives a business a unique advantage to get in front of the customers. Why not use it to offer promotions, contests, and rewards, right? Making the technology work for you is what it's there for. So it's time to take advantage of that as well. One thing that comes to mind is the Star Micronics promo print and all receipts that we have available. All right, so now we'll get into the house kiosk printers. So we'll start with the MC Print 3. It is the M Collection's 3-inch point of sale printer. So Star's compact MC Print 3 is 40% smaller than the traditional printers that we have. And it also provides a front-loading paper loading design with exceptional functionality. The 3-inch thermal printer offers multiple connectivity options, including USB, Lightning, Bluetooth, LAN, and it is CloudPrint and WebPrint technology compatible. So the 5 connections are all part of the MC Print's model, making the printer adaptable to any future point of sale system changes. Additionally, it has multiple connectivity options for the easy integration of common software that's out there. So MC Print's hub functionality allows a USB connectivity of up to 3 peripherals. And these are available in the M Collection. They include the MG scales, the 1 and 2D scanners, cash drawers, line displays, and even kitchen buzzers that we have now. Now, going down the line, we'll look at the TSP 143. It's faster, easier, and a better point of sale printing solution. It's already a leading player in the mobile point of sale market. So Star Micronics TSP 143 is offered with wireless LAN, Bluetooth, or a USB interface connection for an easy to use and ready to go installation. It also offers a web configuration page for the wireless LAN and the wireless LAN and LAN. So the TSP 143's printers are a simple way for all devices to connect to wireless LAN printer for a setup with an AP mode. And easy Bluetooth parent connection and plug and play for the USB connection. Now, for the USB version, there will be a new USB serial number feature. So the PC will detect the TSP 143 on its Windows platform using any USB port. This new thermal printer, receipt printer, is an upgrade of the TSP 100 that we have, printing at almost twice the speed with a special decurl function, and it is fully compatible with its previous version, requiring no additional integration for development. So it makes it really easy. Now, let's take a look at the TSP 654. High-speed thermal printer is offered with a variety of interface options. Updates to exceed and further enhance one of STAR's most popular printers. This TSP 654 prints at speeds of 60 receipts per minute and features improved guillotine auto cutter, and it's easy to drop in and print paper loading. So the interface option available includes serial, parallel, USB, Ethernet for iOS, Android, Windows compatible Bluetooth, and the Apple AirPrint communication protocol. The Apple MFI certified TSP 654 is approved for use with iPod Touch, iPhone, iPad devices. So with operating system support for iOS, Android, and Windows, this TSP 654 features the best of both worlds with the speed and connection option for a fast-paced point-of-sale environment. In addition to that, it includes the ability to print receipts or data from a web browser-based application running on a mobile device wirelessly, and you can do that by configuring STAR's web print browser. All right, and now moving along, we're going to take a look at the TUP series. So the TUP 900 has a large paper roll capacity. It can support up to 6-inch diameter paper roll by default, but it will also support a 10-inch diameter paper roll to ensure long periods of maintenance-free operations, which is a big plus. So the TUP 900 printing solution brings ultimate flexibility and performance to kiosk printing. Its modular design eases integration with many different kiosk configurations. Now, the looping presenter of the TUP 900, what it does, it ensures jam-free operation by eliminating user access to the document while it is printing. So it only presents after it has finished printing. The presenter also allows for the capture of the documents, which are not removed by the user. So paper handling capabilities, we talked about 6-inch, and you can set it up for 10-inch with widths up to 80, from 80 to 112 millimeters. It gives this TUP 900 ultimate paper flexibility. The large roll holder combined with the looping presenter can ensure many hours of unattended operation. Now, looking at the TUP 500, features an industry-leading print speed up to 220 millimeters a second. So a high reliability at about 60 million lines. Now, the innovative looping presenter prevents paper jams by printing the receipt in full before providing to the user, just like the TUP 900. The presenter also uses STAR Micronics document capture technology to retract the receipt left by the user. So that results in an increased document security and a cleaner operational area. That's a big plus for a kiosk printer. And brand new innovative bezels. Options can be directly attached to the presenter to capture the user's attention with programmable color, red and green flashing LED lights. We'll get a little bit more into that, but the TUP 500 features adjustable paper width of 45 millimeter to 82.5 millimeter documents. So with the addition of the large option paper roll accessory, this one also supports a 10-inch paper roll for many hours of unattended operations. I like the TUP 500, the kiosk printer. It's ideal for a wide range of applications, including public information kiosks, gaming, lottery, web kiosks, and much more. All right, the SK1 series. These are version 2, which print faster than the current SK1. So it achieves 25% increase in speed. That means the printing speed has been improved from 200 to 250 millimeters a second, and the reliability has increased as well. So it has a 33% longer cut life. That is 2 million cuts from 1 point. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay,
we can hear
sorry.
you.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna start again with the SK1-211. It's a 2-inch series printer, provides dependable maintenance, free printers that have a fast print speed of 200 millimeters a second with a 203 dpi resolution. It comes in either standard format, horizontal orientation, with or without a presenter, and a vertical format as well, with or without the presenter. So all the SK21 models come with the RS232C and USB interface, which integrates with many commonly used kiosk solutions. Available options include the large paper roll holder and bezel as well. And we're going to get into the bezels a little bit more. So the paper width for this one is 58 millimeters, 60 millimeters, and the print width is 54 millimeters and 56 millimeters. Looking at the next option, the SK1-311, this is a 3-inch series printer. So it's dependable, maintenance-free printer that has a fast print speed of 200 millimeters a second, also with a 203 dpi resolution. Now it comes in either standard format, again, the horizontal orientation, with or without a presenter, a vertical format with or without the presenter, and then also the models come with the RS-232C and USB interface, which integrates with many commonly used kiosk solutions. Available options include the bezel, and we'll get into that. The paper width of the SK31 is 58 millimeters, 60, 80, and 83 millimeters, and the print width is 54 milliliters, 56 millimeters, 72, and 80 millimeters. And the last one we're going to look at on the right side is the SK141. It's a 4-inch series printer. It provides dependable maintenance-free printing. The printer has a speed of 150 millimeters a second. This also has a 203 dpi resolution. So it also comes with the different orientations, the horizontal orientation with or without a presenter. Also, the SK1-41 models come with the RS232C and the USB interface, which is commonly used in kiosk solutions. Paper width options for the SK1411 is 80, 83, and 112 millimeters. And the print width is 72, 80, or 104 millimeters. Now let's take a look at the bezel options we were talking about. These are the features: the LED presenter, the LED bezel, and the anti-jam LED bezel. So we'll get into these options right here. So the standard bezel, paper sensor, 2 different modes. One mode is ignore the paper sensor or wait before the receipt delivery. The new LED bezel, paper sensor, 2 different modes, LED color green and LED color red. And then the last version had the BZ2-SK1 has the paper sensor, has the 2 different modes, has the LED colors red and green, and has a paper jam sensor, and has an anti-external object sensor on that. So basically 3 bezel choices for the version 2 printers. Standard one is of course available, and there are two new LED bezels. All have paper sensor to see if the paper is in the bezel. So we have two modes with the sensor: ignore paper sensor, or you're going to wait before delivering the next receipt. The LED bezel has green and red light indicators, same as the LED presenter. So the red indicates an error, the green is a reminder for users not to forget to take the receipt or ticket. The BZ2SK1 has an anti-jam function, so it is achieved by a paper jam sensor. The bezel also has a function to prevent users from inserting cards inside the printer when it's not supposed to. All right, we're going to take a look at the HL2. So the HL2 is the standard position and need to exchange dumper. So this is the standard model. Now, if you look at the HL2SK1-U in the middle, it has the upper position, the need to exchange dumper, and need to use with one guide roller. And then we have the beneath position, the HL2SK1D, need to exchange dumper, need to use with two guide roller. So basically, the large paper roll holder option version 2 have two large paper roll options. The HL2, which is the one enclosed in the blue on the left side, is our standard model. This HL2 also enables us to take different layouts. We can offer So with the second option, you can convert the HL2SK1 to the HLK-SK1-U, which is the up position. With the third option, you can convert the HL-SK1 to HL2SK1D, and that means it's the down position. All right, so the HL4, large paper roll option 2. This is the second option of a large paper roll. It supports a 10-inch diameter. So the diameter is 254 millimeters, 10 inches. It does also have a near end sensor. And this would be typically used in the kiosks that you can see to the right of the screen. These are high traffic areas, and when you don't want to try to prevent, a lot of service calls. All right, and then now we'll get to the emulation part. Print SDK default. Version 2 printers support Print emulation as default. So the emulations can be switched by buttons on the printer or the memory switch. Escape Pause Type 2 is compatible with the Type 1 printers as well. So you can see the two red buttons on the bottom of that printer. That's where you can change and configure the emulation, or you can use the memory switch itself. And that's it for my part. Is there any questions?
All right, thank you, Mark. We do have a couple of questions for anyone else that does have questions. You can type those out to submit them, and we will get to them shortly. Let's see here. First question is, what would you recommend for a self-service kiosk? Which would be the best printer for that?
I'm sorry, Brianna, I didn't hear that question.
The first question was, which printer would be best for a self-service scenario? So I think this is in maybe for QSR.
So the question is, I heard it, which printer is best for a self-service scenario?
Yes. I would say with that, probably one of our house printers would work best.
Brianna, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
My sound cut out.
Yeah, we can hear you. Did you want to answer that question? All right. Well, like I was saying, I think for self-service in a QSR scenario, our house printers or SK1 series would be best. It depends on the type of self-service kiosk you're having, if it's a full enclosed kiosk or just a simple place the order and receive the receipt. Mark, do we still have you on? Okay. Another question we've received is, can these printers be used with a tablet-based kiosk? That is correct. I believe our SK1 series does work with tablet-based kiosk. Mark, do we have you back? Okay. We have another question. Do you offer stands for kiosk applications? So Star Micronics does not provide the full kiosk enclosure. However, we do have stands that could be used for kiosk or self-service use, our Emulate stands. So that is an option. And I do apologize. It looks like there are some other questions that I personally do not know the answer to at the moment, so I don't want to give anyone false information. But we will record these questions and make sure we get back to everyone with the correct answers, unless we do have Mark back on the line.
Brianna, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So just one more here. What is the difference between the Escape POS 1 and 2?
Oh, so the difference between the escape pause 1 and 2 is that the escape pause for the Sinai printers are not the same escape pause for the Star emulation. So two different escape pause.
All right, thank you so much. All right, I think that covers all of our questions. Like I said, this webinar will be recorded, so everyone will receive the recorded version. Thank you all for attending.